second. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think we're live. Good. Yay, we're live. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Power Hour. And you get the super fancy, like little bit of my bra showing self today. Um, so get excited. Mandy has a greenery around her face now. She's playing with Zoom. I love it. Okay. And now she's eating candy. Mandy, if you sit up just a little bit more, that candy bite was like right where your mouth would be. We could all have a little thing on us. Do you guys want to do that? It's kind of cute. Okay, so I had sent you a message. I don't know if you saw it or not, but here's how we're starting today. And I know Lisa is here, but she's driving, so she's listening. I'm not going to ask her to unmute, but I want to go around the table. Tell me your name, how long you've had your business, and I want to know two things. I want to know one thing that you want in your life and one thing you want from Mary Kay. All right. And I'll go first to give you an idea. All right. Um, because it doesn't have to be a material thing. All right. So in my life, I want peace and joy. Okay. Peace and joy. And in my Mary Kay, I want to earn that dang equinox. I want that equinox back. Okay. Which means help a lot of women. All right. So these are my two things. How about you, Mandy?
Uh, Come back.
Huh?
Come back.
Okay. Donna.
I'm the amazing Donna Hardin. I have had my business for 18 years and I want to have good health
Okay.
because that's very important so you can live longer.
Yes.
And I want to help women in Mary
Beautiful.
Kay and not in Mary Kay.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay, I love it. And you know what? Good health is if we don't have health, we have nothing. So I'm adding that to my list. Joy, peace, good health. Not in that order. Okay. Mandy, your turn.
Good health. Good health, and I want more clients.
Okay. All right.
Both,
Fantastic.
both my Mary Kay business and in my real estate business. For
Fantastic.
some reason, I can't seem to get past something. It's something in me. I don't like to
Um,
bother people.
okay, well, you know what? Maybe tonight that might be part of what we talk about. And I have to give a little disclaimer. Walmart was supposed to be here already hours ago. And they had
I'll
to
watch my front door.
Yes, would you please? Because it's tell them about what I did that time because I have to like respond to this.
My husband said, "Did you order groceries from Walmart?" And I said, "No." And he said, "Somebody just dropped off groceries at our front porch." And I said, "Really?" She said, "Yeah." And I had talked to Mimi earlier and she said, "Well, I'll be around. I'm waiting for an order from Walmart." And I thought, I wonder if this could be Mimi's order. And so I called Mimi. She goes, "Yes, it's my order." I don't know how it got delivered. She
It got
called for
delivered to
my
you
ad You called for my address.
because I was having something delivered for like a Christmas drive or something
Oh
that you were
yeah.
doing. Yeah. Anyway, all right. So before we go any further, I'm going to just say real quick announcements. Tomorrow, Janice Trude training 6 o'clock. Please be on, guys. Please be on. This is a $1 million national sales director teaching you for free. Okay. And, I'm paying, you guys know I pay $45 a month for these access to this, right? And in case you didn't know, now you do. Okay. Um, you don't even have to be on camera, but I want to encourage you to be on. And then this coming Monday, we're doing seminar watch party, end of year awards, potluck at Alicia's house. And I've
Monday?
Oh, I'm sorry. Please. Thank you,
Oh,
Donna.
oh my God. I was like, wait a minute.
Tuesday. We've been Monday for so many years that it's hard for me, my brain. Okay.
Where does Alicia live?
Alicia lives like Fowlerish area. Close. She lives closer to you than I do. And I could pick y'all up. So, um, but 6 o'clock. And if you want to get in the pool, they've got a giant pool with a slide and a diving board. So you could bring your bathing suit if you want. Okay. And then my last thing is a preferred customer. We've got one more week. The 17th is the end of registration for preferred customer. I know some people think Mandy's already done it. But it's important. It's the fall holiday catalog. And in my opinion, it is the most important catalog because it's the kickoff of Christmas, even though it's 100 degrees out. Okay. Okay. So I saw a post from Pam Shaw today. It was on her stories. Pam Shaw, one of the most successful women in all of the history of Mary Kay, right? She's one of my top 5. This is what her post said. And Mandy, it made me think of you, and then you just said it. So, I don't know what to tell you. But here's what she said. Customers become friends before friends become customers. I'll say it again. Customers become our friends before our friends become long before our friends become our customers.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that will go from fan to fan. You can substitute, before your family is going to become your customer. And we just have to be okay with that because that's just the way it is. And it's not just Mary Kay, it's business, So yeah, getting out of our heads, really important. But the goals that we all have, and yes, I have notes, so I'm looking down a lot, but I really try to be prepared. Our goals deserve our discipline and not our excuses. Okay. And I want to encourage you to write some of this stuff down because, tell me, okay, we all just set a goal, something, maybe not a goal, the things that you want in your life, the things you want for your business. We all just said something we want. But how easy is it to say, well, but today I feel bloated and I'm talking about my own dang self right now. Today I feel bloated. I don't feel pretty. I shouldn't be on the phone. I kind of sound like this. Why would anybody want to da, 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 da? And okay, does anybody ever do that? Do you do that ever? Okay. And and sometimes we've got to work out a discipline, and discipline is not a naughty word. Okay. We grow up thinking discipline is a bad word, but being disciplined in our life will get us what we want. Donna, you talked about health. If we're not disciplined, are we going to be healthy?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Give me an example.
Well, you have to be disciplined so you're not eating everything in your sight.
Okay.
You
Yep.
got to exercise. That's one thing we try to do, not every day, but we
Mhm.
have chosen 3 days a week that we work out so that we know we're moving. Because
Mhm.
if you stop moving and as you get older, it's harder to get up out of the chair and maybe you might fall down or just getting in and out of the car. And those things we took for granted. And now we're like, wait a minute, you know?
Yep. Yep. Perfect. So you've developed now, did that come naturally to you guys to we're gonna go 3 days a week and we're gonna, was that a natural thing or did you have to kind of make yourself do it?
Well, we started it and well, this Jim kind of started it before when I was working because it was harder for me when I was working.
Yeah.
But then through COVID, we couldn't do it, right? And then we got back on and started doing it. And this is consistently, well, unless you're sick or have doctor's appointments or something, 3 years now.
Mhm.
Going to be our starting our 4th year, the end of the year. So,
Did you just wake up one day and say, damn it, from now on, I'm going to eat right and I'm going to exercise 3 times a week and not, no matter what. And it was never a struggle.
no, it's always a struggle because you know how it is when you've got your partner and they're like, okay, we have to go to the gym. And he's like, oh, my back hurts today, and and so that could be your out to say, oh, well, that's okay. We'll go another day. Instead
Yeah.
of saying, you'll feel better after you go and start working out, your back's going to loosen up, you
Yeah.
know?
Where do
So
you work out at?
Pardon
Where do
me?
you work out at?
At Planet Fitness.
What time do you go?
We go about 10 in the
I'll
morning.
I'll
We
try
go
and
about 10 Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. They don't have a pool, but if you're on Social Security, a lot of times your Advantage plan, if you have one, will pay for it. Mine does.
Yeah, silver sneakers.
Yeah, it pays for it. So why wouldn't you do it? I mean, even if you just, do the treadmill and do a few machines, or, just something to get yourself going and moving. And I mean, you don't have to work up a sweat and, have to take a shower afterwards. You could do that, in the morning and then head out to wherever you're going.
and what you just suggested is habit stacking. I'm going to do that, but and then I'm going to go here. I'm going to
Mhm.
do something. I'm going to do this thing that I'm learning, and then I'm going to go do whatever it is you were going to do anyway, right?
Mhm. Yes.
So I mean, and that's something I have written down. So okay, so our goals, the things we want, the dreams and the desires of our heart, they deserve our discipline and not our excuses. Okay. So my intention for tonight is to help us all um, program yourself for the day and not let the day program you. What do I mean by that? If you, okay, we've all heard about Mary Kay's 6 most important things list, right? If you go to bed, before you go to bed, you make a list of what you need to handle tomorrow, and then you get up tomorrow and never look at your book. Okay. Things can get past us, right? Like
Hmm.
it's really easy to say, okay, I'm gonna like make some Mary Kay calls today and write it in the book. But if you don't ever look at the book or don't make your list a priority, then what happens? Not a dang thing, right?
Hmm.
Okay. So Tammy Craig always taught about protecting your time. So maybe your time is first thing in the morning. There's 4 of us here. We all have a different life. Okay, so you've got to design your own life, your own plan. But whenever you say this is when I'm going to do this, you've got to protect that time. So I might be in that time period, like first thing in the morning, but if my phone rings, I've got to be able to push the phone away or leave it on silent or leave it in the other room so I can get done what I need to get done and then go back. Because really, are there that many emergencies? I mean, there's, you know, it, yes, there can be emergencies, but if you are just reacting to the phone or reacting to notifications or reacting to whatever, it could be your husband. Hey, husband person, significant other kid person, whoever it is that's in your home, from 8 to 9 is my time. Okay. Just like we go to the gym at 10, from 8 to 9, this is my time to do whatever I need to do for my own self, for my business, whatever. Okay. We're going to talk more, but is that, you guys follow? Good. Okay. Because otherwise, if we're just reacting to the email, to the notifications, to every time the stupid phone goes off, then all we're doing is putting out everybody else's fires, and not handling our own life. Right. Okay. So I want us to all say, what's something that gets in your way of being consistent, of doing the things that lead you to where you want to be? What's something that gets in your way? I can tell you one. For me, I'll give you an example. Scrolling. If I have this stupid thing, it's so easy to be like, oh, order update. What happened? Oh, wait a minute. I wonder if I have any new Facebook notifications. And then pretty soon an hour has gone by. Anybody else have
Yep.
something that keeps you from doing what you know you need to be doing? Name it, please.
I just don't want to do it.
Okay. Okay.
The little, what do you call them? Squeaky man in your brain.
Uh-huh. Von Quiqui.
What do you what do you call it?
Von Quiqui.
Bon Creek. I was trying to remember what you said the other day, what it was. But yeah,
Bon
so
Quickly or Bon Quickly?
But you can name her whatever you want. Hey, I just don't wanna. But there's usually something underlying there. There's usually like because then I have to like put on clothes and then I have to sound happy or then I have to like brush my hair. I mean, whatever. There's usually something underlying. And come on, like, throw some stuff out at me. What keeps you from doing what you need to do?
Not getting up and getting in the shower first thing in the morning and getting
Okay.
dressed.
Okay. All right. All right.
That if I do that, I'm good.
Okay.
If I sit around, drink a cup of coffee, then grab my phone, and then I start doing this, and then I start doing that, then I go pick up laundry, and then I put a laundry in, and then I start cleaning the kitchen, and
And your day is running you.
I haven't looked at my calendar.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else you want to add, Donna?
no, but if I have things to do, if I have it down on my calendar, I try to do those things.
Okay.
I got to be here or be there or go to
Of
physical
course.
therapy or
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I mean? So if
Yeah.
it's on the list, I'm usually pretty good about it.
That's great. That's really great. Here's what I have a tendency to do, and maybe you're going to relate to this. Okay. I'll be like, okay, I'm going to be really good and I'm going to make a big long list and and it's like a brain dump, right? And then I think to myself, and Linda Tupin taught brain dump. Okay. Like sit down once a month, get all the crap out of your head because, we have this tendency of thinking, I'm so busy. I've got so much happening because there's a chair over there that has some papers in it I should get put away. There's an exercise thing over here that I've been hanging bags on. I should be putting that stuff away. Oh, I've got garage sale stuff that I've got, and I'm thinking about it. Okay. Thinking about it and thinking about it ain't doing nothing. Okay. So
It's
I
an
get it
open
on.
window.
Yeah. It's just like, okay. So go ahead. You're going to say something.
The tabs like the open tabs on the top of your computer that you start
Yes.
something and you move on to the next one, you move on to that. You have all these tabs open and you haven't completed it. So, and I can't have open tabs. I if I've got wash in the washer, I'm thinking about putting it drying it and putting it away and finishing the task because otherwise it's going to bug me.
Okay. Okay. I love this. Honestly, I think this is good conversation. So making a brain dump, but here's what I used to do with that brain dump. I would keep that one piece of paper with like 50 things on it. Okay. And usually it's more like 20, but in my mind, I've made it bigger. Okay. But when you write all this stuff down, and then I would keep one paper and I just check things off because it is important to check things off. We get a dopamine hit. We get a satisfaction of I completed something today. I completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of my things, 6 of my things today. Okay. Like it's satisfying to check things off. However, if your list is ginormous, it can become daunting. Okay. So what I learned to do from Linda Tupin is get that brain dump and then look at my months and scatter these, like things are urgent, things are important, things should be done, right? Like the papers on that chair, I should put them away. But is that urgent? No. um, so I scatter them throughout my weeks and my months. And then so that when I look at the papers on the chair, I can say, oh yeah, but I'm doing that a week from Tuesday, for example. And then it can put it to rest in my brain so my brain doesn't keep saying to myself, I'm so freaking busy, I can't get anything done. Everything else, I got to get the dishes done. I get when I do my dishes and my laundry, I mean, I'll throw laundry in and out throughout the day, but I will fold it and put it away in non-people hours. That's just something I choose to do because I want to make the most of my time, especially with my mom. It's like I'm bouncing around a lot, but hopefully this is making some sense. So the other thing about making the daily list is that if it's too big, our brain, I don't know about you, okay, my brain will freaking shut down sometimes. Oh shit, I got all that to do. I'm gonna go watch a movie. Anybody else? Anybody else? Be honest, okay, Donna. Okay, forget that. I'm gonna go watch a movie, and that is not satisfying. Then what we do is we at least I do. I'll beat myself up. Oh, I lost a day because there was too much to do, so I did nothing, and now I've got even more to do. Blah 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 blah. Get it? Kind of makes sense. Mandy, are you there? Um, okay. So let me shift a little bit and talk about contacting people. Okay. I have very much, especially this last 2 weeks, as I'm contacting people for appointments or for reorders, whatever I'm contacting them for the most part, instead of sending a regular text, I am sending voice text. Okay, a voice memo. Now, I have many reasons for doing that. Okay, have you ever read a text and thought someone was angry? Or found yourself getting defensive over something somebody said because it was a run-on sentence and there's no exclamation or there's no emoji, there's no nothing there. Have you ever been like, I wonder what she meant by that? Has this ever happened to you guys?
Yeah, you can also do a video text.
You can absolutely also do a video text, 100%. Okay. So I like it so that they can hear my voice and hear my enthusiasm and my sincerity. And they know that I didn't copy paste it and send it to 400 other people. I made it about you. You know, I made it about Mandy, and I'll refer to something that we've talked about and how's that going, whatever, and get to my point. Okay. All in 1 minute on the audio text. All right. Um,
The only bad part about audio text is it deletes itself if somebody doesn't read it within a certain amount of time.
unless they, well, it'll stay there. Won't it stay there until they listen to it? And then once they listen to it,
It disappears.
it'll disappear once they listen to it, which is where I was going, unless they hit the keep button. But then you'll know that they hit the keep button. Okay. So you will know, even if they don't have read delivery on their phone, you will know she got your message. Okay. You will know. So if you don't hear back from her, then a couple days later, you can do the same thing and say something like, hey, I sent you a voice memo the other day. I know we're all so busy. Oh my gosh. And then, but you've had a couple days to like ponder it and, you know, let's get together, blah, blah, on Tuesday or Thursday, whatever. Okay. But you will know that they have read it because it will go away once they press play. Okay. To me, that's like golden. That's why we have the read receipt on our iPhones, right? Agree? So we know if they saw it or not. Okay. Moving to the next thing, working with intention, y'all. And Donna, I know you were posting this earlier about the thing on Saturday, and you probably did more than that. So this is not at you, or just saying it. We can casually invite people, and we can invite people with intention. Okay. So what does a casual invitation sound like? Anybody?
Hey, I'm having some people over at my house on Saturday. Don't know if you'd be interested, but you're very welcome to join us.
Beautiful. Perfect. We're having this thing on Saturday. We're doing charcoal mask at my director's house. Let me know if you can come. So what does intentional sound like? Donna's muted now.
Stop. I would say, hi, so and so. We're having this whatever it's called, wake up with self-care on Saturday, this coming Saturday. And I'd love to have you there. I'll give you the information if you can just get back to me and let me know if you'd like to attend.
Beautiful. Beautiful. We're having this anti-aging charcoal event on Saturday at 10. Seating's really limited. I need to know, can you come? Are you free? So you're asking for a response, not the, like Maddie, you guys were both perfect. Okay. It's really important that if you're going to bother to open your mouth to invite somebody to something, elicit a response. Okay. Not just hey, we're having this thing. If you want to come, let me know. Even if you send the flyer that shows the thing, you still want to ask for the sale, ask for the commitment to be there. I have a party booked, and I was talking to, she's one of my very best customers who will never give me referrals. So I'm like, dude, you're having a party, right? I'm going to give you a bunch of free stuff and you're going to bring some friends, right? And so I was talking to her a couple days ago, and I said, so who's committed to coming? She's like, what do you mean committed? I'm like, okay, let's go over what this means. In order for you to get what the hostess credit is, you have to have 4 people show up. So you want to like make sure they're actually coming, right? So we had a great conversation that we were laughing back and forth, but anyway, you get the idea. Okay, we already talked about habit stacking. I'm looking at the notes, sorry. So Mandy said, and we all do, we all need more clients, right? So I'm going to double dog dare you to do something that I've been doing, is when you're sitting down doing TV or whatever, spend 15 minutes, overlap with the TV, whatever, pull up a friend and look at the mutual friends that you have. And then who do those people know? And just send them a friend request. If you make a habit out of sending 10 requests, 5 requests a day, 1 request a day, whatever, you are going to build your followers. Okay. Now, this is not, please hear my heart. This is not, let's go find a bunch of people we don't know so we can attack them with Mary Kay. That is not what we freaking do. Okay. And this is not overnight success. But if you're here, you're in this thing. Okay. Mandy, you also want to find more people to buy and sell houses. You know, social media is here. It's here. So if I can go to, now I wouldn't go to Donna's or Mandy's or Lisa's friends, because those are your friends. I'm going to go to other people, and I'm going to, people I went to high school with, people I used to work with, blah, blah, and add some of their friends. And some will add me back and some will not. You can click on, I'll say my friend Elizabeth. I can go to my friend Elizabeth and see her friends, how many, like, oh, she's friends with Sally. Sally and I have 8 mutual friends. You know what? When Sally gets my friend request, she's going to say, do I know this person? And then she's going to be like, oh, we have 8 mutual friends. She must be safe, and I'll add her or not. And then as they add, you slowly, like when somebody adds, I'll send a, hey, thanks for the ad. And I'm not going to be like, oh, have you ever tried Mary Kay? Don't do that. Go to her page, like some stuff, try to start a conversation. Okay. This is how I get some customers, but it's a relationship building process. This also kind of ties back into what we've talked about the last couple of weeks of posting about your business. Show them you love your business. Show them you love the products. Okay. All of this kind of swells together. Okay. What's the time? Remember that thoughts become things. Okay. So if you're hearing me say this and you're like, I'm not comfortable doing that, I don't, well, then you know what, then don't do it. Or if it's really that terrifying, but if you're not going to do it, then find another way to meet more people. Okay. This is just one way. They say we should have at least 5 ways that we meet people. This is a newfangled way in our newfangled electronic world that we can meet people. So if you're going to tell yourself, I don't want to do that, which is fine, figure out another way to do it. Go to ChatGPT and say, how can I meet new people and not leave my house, for example, or however you want to do it. Okay. But don't just put it to the side. We've got to be proactive. Okay. Run. And you know what, guys? We don't have to be all or nothing. Okay. You don't have to be like 10 people a day. You know, if you do one or two, it's a habit. And after you start getting people that that friend you back, then it's like that's a little bit of a dopamine hit, right? So that gives us the reinforcement that people like me. They look at me and they're like, she's all right. And it'll make you want to do more. Okay. Okay. Any thoughts or questions? Okay. I have posted in our Believe chat and on our Believe group this page. Okay. Ay. I know how to use my computer. Okay. You guys see the Believe IPA sheet? So there's also a PDF that you can print. This is a JPEG. I want to encourage you to print like 30 of them. Okay. And hold on a second. I apologize. This is one of those things. Okay. Well, okay. I'm sorry. I'm back. All about coordinating Walmart.
You're in the Believe area, or you're in?
Yes, the Believe area Facebook group. It's also in the Facebook chat. Okay. So I want to encourage you, print like 30 of these. I'm not even kidding. Put them in a binder. Okay. Put the date on it. You don't have to do it every single day. Daily attempts. Okay. I would encourage not less than 5. If you're going to work, Mary Kay, a couple of days a week, then the days that you're going to work, I would hope that you would reach out to at least 5 people. That's why there's that pink line in the middle between 5 and 6, at least 5, if not more. Okay. Put on here, what's on my joy list? Because you know what, guys? And maybe you've forgotten. Maybe you forgot some of the things that you used to love doing. Where do you think that painting that I do, that came from when I was a kid? That creative part of me that I shoved aside, and through whatever, now I paint almost every freaking day, at least for a little bit. Okay. So on your joy list, what do you love doing? Maybe you love to crochet or macrame or needlepoint, or, if your joy list is scrubbing the floor, then please God, put it down. Okay. Because if we're not enjoying our life, then this is all for nothing, because we're leaving a legacy of who we are and what we do through our actions and our work, not just our words, but our actions, right? Okay. So what customers do I need to call? Who do I need to follow up with? What's my prayer and devotional going to be daily? What book am I reading 10 pages out of today? Okay. Or listening to on Audible. We do those things, the prayer and devotion and the growth, so that we can stop telling ourselves this is just the way I am, so that we can grow it more into the person that we want to be. Okay. You guys have any questions? Do you like this sheet? I thought it was a much simpler sheet than the ones I've seen in the past, and I made it. So
Well, the
I
other
like
one
it.
is kind of boring.
Yes. And this one is pink and
Yeah.
bright and fun. All right. So I'm going to leave you with, and of course, this is when Walmart's coming. So, oh, Lord have mercy on this. Okay. Would you guys like sing a song for a second while I go show my identification? Talk to each other. Don't go away, please. I knew that you were going to come while I was on duty. What's that? You got it. Thank you. You guys aren't talking. All right. All right. So if you're like some people and are like not sure about joy, this is my closing for you. I'm going to read a few things off of this Instagram that I found. Pick one or two, pretty please. I really am going to ask you to like hear what I'm saying. And when you hear something that you like, write it down. Okay. For example, light a candle when you're working. It makes the ordinary feel intentional. I like to light a candle when I take a bath and read it in the tub. Okay. Like little things like that, it just elevates us. Make your bed before you do anything else. Then the day respects you back. Y'all, I started doing that several months ago for the first time in my whole entire life since being an adult. Text somebody you love, something specific that you love and appreciate about them. Because what we send out, we get back, right? Put your phone face down when you eat a meal. Taste your food. Okay. Don't be on the phone while you're eating. Keep yourself a small notebook for thoughts that don't belong anywhere else. Just thoughts that you have. Buy a fresh flower, put it where you're going to see it in the morning. You get the idea? Like, spend 10 minutes outside, barefoot in the grass, just like love on nature. Okay. Find something that brings you joy because that also attracts. Okay. All right. I love you guys. And let me know about Saturday, your guest count, and Alicia's house. Okay.